Dream Team Tonic, and it's live.
Good evening. Who had 2038? You win the sweepstake. Collect your prize at the end of the show. Welcome back to the Dream Team Tonic podcast. It feels like I've not been away. It feels like I'm just continuously podding. Having done the Tuesday episode last week, a deadline stream, and now back on the Monday evening. Great to be here, though. We're joined again by Ben and Conch. How's it going, lads?
Hey up.
Evening.
And we're joined in the chat by a lot of restless bunch. I think you'll be used to it by now. I think even when we put the pod out at 8:30, I think they've got to get used to it. It's usually 8:38. I think 8:38 is becoming the go-to time. Hello in the chat to Reese, Andy. Hopefully you got your message, your alert today regarding the podcast. Meza, DT Philip, Jake, Dave, Miss Noopy, 2032. No. Nobbles is in the chat. Icos, Lee Doc, Peace Andywell, Robert, Mark Warren. Are you not all watching Burnley tonight? What's going on? There's loads in chat. Ian does gigs. Conch's there. Same on Tony Time. Robert. Joe Cook. Hello. Andy Barnett's made it again. And I think I've got everyone there. So yeah, welcome along. Halfway through game week 22. Just the Carabao Cup semi-final second legs to come. Gay cannot play. So yeah, we've obviously got questions and stuff, and we'll jump through the team and see where we're at so far this week. And then we'll delve into your questions. But Conch, it is you to go first again.
It's a sight for sorry eyes, this. Well, to be fair, rest of the team's done banging, except for the injury and my second keeper. So I've got Ray and Gabby, clean sheets. Love to see it. Hall, 2 points. Nearly 3 points. I think he'll one tackle off. Still going to keep him, keep the faith. He's best Newcastle player at the minute. And we've got plenty of games to come. Yeah, he's class. And then we've got Nico Williams, -2. The opposite of Hall. Shite. I put him in for 1 week, and I don't know what happens. I was watching it on treadmill at gym on my Sky Sports Now. And he puts his hands out. What is he doing? I thought at first, why is whistle blowing here? Surely he hasn't touched it with his hand. And then there you go, red card. So I was fuming with that.
Yeah, it's a tough one to take, that one.
0.3 drop now as well if I keep him with a 1 game ban. So I might be moving him out.
Yeah.
Then we've got Enzo, 9 points. He's ticking along lovely at the minute. He's the better Rice. Everyone's going for Rice. Enzo's a man and he's a mil cheaper.
Yeah, he's doing well.
He's mint. But I think I might be getting rid in 2 weeks' time if Arsenal beat them, because we'll get that single, won't they, against that poor team. And I'd rather move him on to a Newcastle player.
Yeah.
Cherky Semenyo, banging. We don't know if Cherky's properly injured yet or if it'll precaution, so we'll find out later on in the week if he's going to leave my side.
Hook's injured to me.
I know he's got a weak knee or something. He had a wobbly knee.
A wobbly knee.
Semenyo, happy I brought him in. We've got Zoboslai, 9 points. And Ekatike there, 18 points. I told you all, I think it was last stream and in deadline stream, keep your Liverpool players because Newcastle's going to take the kegs off and we're going to take it. and we did take it. We hecka took it. Saka injury. He might be back midweek, but we'll see again. It could be Cherky and Saka out. It could be Cherky and Saka staying. We won't know till midweek or press conferences. And Haaland, failed captain compared to the Semenyo and Cherky chances in here.
So far.
Yeah, so far. Got another round of games to go. 85 points so far, and I think I'm about 710th overall. About same as what I was at start of week. So I'll take it going into midweek.
Yeah, take it with that red card.
Yeah.
Ben.
Yeah. 72 points. Vicario, 1 pointer. So I brought in Nunes, Semenyo, captain, and Enzo Fernandez. Combined points of 31 points. And I took out Ekatike, Verts, and Doku. Combined points of 32 points. So I'm a point down on that. But with the injury to Saka, I used my last substitute. Palmer comes in and he got 4 points. So I'm up on my transfers.
Yeah.
Just. Gabriel, 10-pointer. Cash. He was leaving my team, but I wanted him for the week after. So it's a longer term hold. I was going to keep Ekatike, but ended up selling him because he's got Man City next week as well. Didn't really fancy him to go off it against Newcastle. I just thought maybe he might get a goal, but yeah, he got 2, and
should have had an hat trick.
Yeah, no, he missed the easiest one, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I think he got a bit excited.
Yeah. So yeah, I've got Cash in there. He's still got 6 points on a loss. What's going on at Villa? Like they've lost last 2 home games to Everton and Brentford.
Yeah, struggled for goals, haven't they? Weirdly.
Yeah, had a goal disallowed, didn't they? Abraham's just signed from Tammy Abraham.
Yeah, and then he was just huffing and puffing after that. Obviously, down to 10 men as well. Brentford. It becomes difficult because you just throw everyone behind ball, and you need that little bit of luck and that ball to bounce for you, because they're just going to throw bodies at it, and yeah, tough one to take that. Needed to win it really to keep pressure on Arsenal. Same with City. Just to give it's an advantage back to Arsenal, aren't they?
Yeah, strange because they went to Newcastle last week and won 2-0.
Yeah,
and then you think banker at home against Brentford and it threw away. Yeah, so but pretty happy with that. 6 points for Cash. Cole Palmer got the 4, so shots on target and bonus point for him. Foden on the bench again. 2 minutes he got. Surely he plays in midweek now. But playing Bernardo Silva in front of him is just crazy, I think. Because when does he ever score? Bernardo Silva now he used to be quite attacking, but never seems to get any attacking returns now. I know he got a little assist at the weekend, but it was more of just kicking it on to the next player.
Yeah,
to get the goal. The menu scoring. But yeah, Cherky 12-pointer class. Semenyo 20 points for me. Knife's differential captain. I think he's 6% owned in the top. 6% captained in the top 1K.
Yeah.
Enzo doing the business, and Haaland 5 points for the assist.
Yep, 72 so far. But you've got nine players to come. Hopefully, obviously, hopefully Cherky's not injured. I don't know how he carried on. He didn't look right after he first went down. I'd be very surprised if Cherky starts that next game. Very surprised. Obviously got 12 points. Haaland only got 5. I think I'd be happier sat on a Haaland 5 with him to play than a Cherky 12 and probably out injured for that game. Because even if he's tweaked something, it's a little bit of something. You're not going to risk him. So anyway, on to my side. 83 so far for the week. Raya 7, Timber 8. Finally got a clean sheet. Raya's been letting me down for weeks. Lewis Hall, surprisingly, only a 2. Great performance again, though. He's so good.
Still in the bonus points again.
Yeah. But just on the eye test as well, though, he's everywhere, isn't he? He's an absolute... the engine on him, it's crazy, scary. Yeah, top player. Nunez, just 2. Semenyo, 10. Saka, nothing. Cherky, we're a captain, differential captain, 12 points, double to 24. Enzo Fernandez, who were one of my transfers in. I took out... I can't remember now. Oh, you're a defender. Matty Cash to Fernandez. Hopefully I'll still be able to get Cash back in next week. I didn't really want to get rid of him, but I did it in the end. Pedro came in for Ekatike, so that
was a nice one, wasn't it?
It were Ekatike or Salah, and I just thought Salah's got penalties. Thought it. I don't really like the look of Liverpool anyway, so I didn't really want to hold both. So one or the other. Penalties swayed it, and yeah, I lost the coin toss. So, but Pedro come in. He's got another fixture, so yeah, I'm not that far down on. I think Pedro and Fernandez 19, Cash and Ekatike 24. It's not a biggie, and I wanted the Chelsea lads for next week as well. So yeah, 83 so far. Hoping and praying that Cherky's not injured. I think he is. I'm hoping Saka can come back and get a few minutes midweek. If not, I think he might be on chopping block. Right. So before we do the questions, fixtures, Ben. Just want to take us through what's going on the ticker and some jump on, jump off points, pivotal points. What's going on?
So GW23 is the next week. It's a Friday deadline. Leeds Forest 6:30. Got a double Premier League game week. Quite a few good fixtures in there, but Liverpool Man City play each other that week. So Liverpool got Man City home and Sunderland away. Man City go to Liverpool, Fulham at home. Arsenal have Sunderland at home and Brentford away. Newcastle are ones to look at now because in Game Week 24, they're the only team that currently double. So they play Brentford in 23 with Tottenham away, and then they go into Villa in the FA Cup away with Qarabag away in the first leg. There is potentially a double game week for Arsenal or Chelsea, if depending on who goes through in midweek in the Carabao Cup as well in 24. So Arsenal will have Wigan at home and potentially Wolves away. Chelsea will have Hull away and potentially Everton away. There is a potential double game week for Wolves, but I don't know if you want to go there. Because one of the fixtures will be Arsenal at home. They've got Grimsby away in the other game, but they have Chelsea at home and Forest away in the 23. So, yeah. Tottenham, 2 tough fixtures: Man U away, Newcastle at home, Villa, Bournemouth away, Brighton at home. Forest is a nice double. Leeds away and Wolves at home. Could be a differential in there because they go into the European playoffs as well in 24 and 25. They have a double. Palace, decent double. Brighton away and Burnley at home, and then they play Shrewsbury in the Europa League Conference playoffs. Then it's Wolves in 25 and Shrewsbury again as a double game week. Man United back in form, 3 wins out of 3. They have Tottenham at home and West Ham away. Could be potential nice double game week captain there for Bruno Fernandes, but they blank in 24. Tottenham blank in 24 as well, and Bournemouth. Everton blank currently, but they might play Chelsea depending if Chelsea win their Carabao Cup semi-final. So yeah, maybe a 12th man there for a Man U player. Could be in 23. West Ham, decent double. Burnley away, Man U at home. Still fancy Man U to win that now in the current form, but Bowen could be a good shout there.
They played really well the other day, West Ham.
Yeah.
They really, really did. They deserved some out of that game. Such a shame. He made the mistake of bringing a centre-half on at 2-1 and waved the white towel. White flag. White towel, whatever you want to call it. Basically. He just said, look, we were trying to shut up shop and just invited Chelsea on.
Yeah. Well, they have Burton in the FA Cup the week after as well. Somerville's a good differential as well. Was it 3 goals in 3 games for him?
Yeah. He's on fire in it, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got Harry Wilson at Fulham. He's been smashing it up. He's got Everton at home, but Man City away. Man City, he could nick a goal in that game. Stoke away in the FA Cup. Yeah, I don't particularly like any other ones. 24 FA Cup, 4th round, and we've got some European playoffs. 25. We have Newcastle as a double again, but Man City away and Carabao at home. Forest have Liverpool at home, Fenerbahce at home. Palace have Wolves at home, Shrewsbury at home. And then 26 could be a potential goal boost week for if you've got it. I'm not going to read all the fixtures out, but there's some good ones in there. Anything else you want to cover?
No, I think you've covered it really well there, mate. Obviously, there's some things to watch out for, aren't there? Like the United and the Spurs blanks. Potential Everton. Not that people will be touching Everton this week, but United obviously popular, back in form, looking good going forward, especially. And then obviously to drop into a blank, you are booking them transfers, and all these injuries start piling up again. You could end up a little bit stuck. But yeah. Cheers for that, Ben. Right, question time. So going into 23, hold on, we'll just say hello to Paul Evans knows the script. Sorry he's late, lads. Always good. He knows that we start late. Do you mean? And Charlie. So yeah. Anyway, David F. Captain selection. Is it time to go against Haaland? Ben, on the deadline stream, obviously we all had a different captain. Me and Ben took our socks off, and Conch had his pulled right up.
Yep. Up to my knees.
Is it? Are you going to go against him next week, Conch?
I want to say yeah, but I don't know. I've still got that bit of my tag partner in me, Scott. A bit of only Captain Haaland. I don't know. Haaland's a safe pick, isn't it? But if I'm tempted to go elsewhere, I think it'll be Enzo, just because I like those fixtures. But then I also think, like, part of me thinks that Enzo could get rested because the fixtures are that easy. So I don't know. I know Haaland gets 2 games where, if they've got really nice fixtures like Chelsea, I can't confidently say if they get both.
I think with the Wolves Leeds games, I think Chelsea you can't underestimate. I mean, Leeds have been on a really good run. Obviously slowed a little bit of late. Wolves, they're not pushovers. You know, you still got to beat these teams. You got to play well. I think the rest had come in the 24 with the cup game.
Yeah.
And then they've only got a single against Burnley as well at the week after. So they got plenty of time there to, you know, get the two wins, get the points in bag, and then just rest up for that 24-25 before they go into like the double in 26 and then 28.
Yeah, I think you're right there. So, go on.
But Rosinia, you know, would he have the balls to leave Enzo Fernandez out?
I don't know, after nearly bottling it against West Ham.
Yeah, crazy decisions. Ben, will you be going against Haaland again next week?
I think I will be at the minute. Just Haaland's, it's just his points at the minute is just like obviously based on his goals, and his goals are drying up, aren't they? So if you go for somebody else, they might have different routes to points. You know, someone who can just tick along. Even if you get someone who gets 8 to 10 points, they're going to double that to 20. So it's better than just hoping for goals. Do you know what I mean? I know goals are quite powerful in this game. It's 6 points for a goal and 1 point for shot on target. So but if you can get someone who can score goals and get the extra points, the bonus points, I think it's worth going differential.
Notice how many times Cherky and Semenyo are running past Haaland. And the thing is with Cherky and Semenyo, it's not like they're goal scorers. And if they get a chance, they're going to take a shot. They're going to just not take a shot to try and find Haaland to pad his numbers out. They want to score themselves. So I think there's a little bit of a change in dynamic up top of there with Cherky and Semenyo, because they'll just try and do it themselves if they can.
Yeah.
And it's showing, as we're seeing, that they are grabbing the majority of the goals now.
Yeah. If Doku was there, he'd be looking for Haaland, wouldn't he?
Yeah, always. He doesn't shoot enough. And that's the thing. You always try and pass it. Whereas when you've got Semenyo and Cherky, they'll try and put it in bottom corner. No fear.
You're talking me into a differential captain. I'm feeling Enzo a bit more. I might go there.
It's just after watching a few games now at Haaland, like he's not having the most chances.
No, I don't look great at all.
But he's a good foil. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, when your centre halves are having to take care of Haaland, he really does give the space in behind for the likes of Semenyo and Cherky. So
he's doing what all the Arsenal fans were saying Gyökeres is great for, dragging all defenders over.
Yeah. If I were at centre halves, I'd just leave Gyökeres. He can just do what he wants. That means he'll score again this weekend. Yeah.
Captains, I think, like you say, Enzo, Palmer, see how he gets on midweek. Because they've got the best fixture next week, Wolves and Leeds. But I do like the Arsenal double, Sunderland at home, Brentford away. Could potentially go for a Gabriel, because it could get clean sheets and potential goal contributions. Even a Rice as well as on set pieces if you've got him in your team.
Yeah.
Rodgers.
Decent fixtures then for Arsenal, aren't they?
Yeah, should play both games. Rodgers has got a decent double, Bournemouth away, Brighton at home, but they've lost 2 home games in a row now, so not being that confident in them at the minute.
I think it brings something a little bit different. Tammy Abraham, that attack a little bit different to Watkins. I think they've got a lot of talent behind, like with Rodgers, Buendia, obviously Cash on one side, and whether it's Matson or Digne on the other, a lot of potential for them crosses in box, and Abraham usually gobbles up them chances. I know when he was last at Villa, he had a bloody good goal record. I think he scored something like 21 goals or something like that. So I think he'll slip in there quite nicely, and I don't think they've any other options now, have they, other than Abraham?
No, I think they've
No.
sold that Gesang, or they're talking about
Yeah, he's
selling
gone to
Gesang.
Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, if Villa, obviously they've got the cup game, Newcastle, then they've got a decent home fixture at Leeds. Then into the double 26, they've got Wolves and Chelsea. Not worst fixtures, are they? I don't mind it. Tammy Abraham, not for captain. I'm just talking out loud, but I don't think I'll be captaining Haaland this week. Fulham, the good side, Fulham. It can be quite. Was it 5-4 last time? They can be quite loose at the back, Fulham, but yeah, I don't think they'll be going to the Etihad with the same game plan they probably ended up with at home. I think obviously you're expected to attack a little bit more at home, and it does open it up. Yeah, I think there'll be a differential captain for me. I think there'll be a lot of people with a differential captain. I think his captaincy now, as I would guess, has been dropping week by week. People get a little bit braver. Yes, we just have to wait for one of his 4-goal hauls, and we can all come on here and cry.
That's where it was Stingles, where everyone's jumping off. He's going to finally get it.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Joe Cook, evening, Joe. Best differential picks for game week 23 double prem. So just not captains, just differentials. I'll throw Abraham in there, as I just spoke about. He's someone who might, depending on other things, might be coming into my team. What about you, Ben?
Igor Jesus at Forest with Leeds and Wolves could be a good hop on, because they have Fenerbahce in the Europa League after that, and then they have a double in 25 when a lot of teams don't. Obviously, it's Liverpool at home and Fenerbahce at home, but Forest still fancy themselves at home.
Yeah.
I like Munoz as well, but it's expensive, isn't he? Good hop on point in 23 with the 24 Shrinsky and the 25 Wolves Shrinsky double. Could be a good player to have in your for your goal boost as well, or your max captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you stole mine, Ben. I was going to say Munoz. I mean, it's a good answer to the captaincy. You could get away with a Munoz captain, like just full differential pick, but also captain because he's got the fixtures, and we know what he's capable of.
I just think it's a weird one with Palace, and I really have just turned away from him at the minute. So I've not seen him play the last couple of games since it all got announced with Gay leaving, and then bloody Mateta throwing his toys out pram, who his deals fell through on it. He's got to spend the rest of the season at Palace.
Yeah.
I'd just sit him on bench. I wouldn't even put him on bench, in fact, to just, get out the door, son. Go and train with reserves. So with all that going on, and then the manager saying he's leaving, coming out and saying a few things that he don't, it's just a weird dynamic. What's going on there? So putting their players in with any kind of faith, I need to see something from them. I need to see, and it might be in this double that we see it.
It's a gamble based on the fixtures, isn't it? And then, obviously,
yeah. I mean, Brighton Palace is a derby, isn't it? And
it's
usually just,
I mean, you got Burnley in there, and then you've got the single week after where they'll probably go strong, and then they've got that really nice double. So it's a punk pick, but you can keep them for the next 3 weeks comfortably.
Yeah. It's true. They've got the fixtures. It's just whether they quite do it. Yeah. So we've got the Munoz, Abraham, and who else did you say, Ben? You said someone else before Munoz. Igor Jesus.
Yeah. Verts could be a good one as well. 7.5% owned. And he's I think he's got 6 goals in 10 games now.
Really is beginning to show his talent.
Yeah.
You could go for any Man United assets, but obviously it's a 1 week punt and then you have to take them back out. So it's not for me, but if you're fancying it, you can go for like a Bruno and Buemo Sesko type pick, Cunha.
Yeah. I think that's why I'd use a 12th man on them, because then we don't need to transfer them out.
Yeah, I mean, it's perfect timing, isn't it? If you've got a 12-man chip, you've got a United that are back in form. They've got a nice home fixture against Spurs, who aren't quite cutting it in the league at the minute. They're pretty much doing what they did when they won the Europa League, aren't they? They're just not performing in the league. But I mean, they come back from 2-0 down against City. Who knows? And then West Ham away. Obviously, West Ham were impressive the other day, but how do you recover from that? That's going to be important because they're down there. They're in the shit. They've got the 6 points adrift. How they recover is going to be important to how good of a double that is for United. It could actually be.
One of the main centre backs got taken off as well, didn't it? And then they've got a Garma thinking that it can take everyone on.
Tadibo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got sent off, didn't he? Yeah. So obviously they got him missing for the game. Yes. Yeah. Icos, what are you doing about Saka and Shirky? As I said, obviously it's not been quite announced that, or I've not seen it, that Shirky's injured. All I've heard about Saka is it's not too serious. Whether he plays, is it tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow. I'm not too sure. He might be rested for the weekend, but yeah, Shirky's. I think if he's out tomorrow, we don't hear anything positive going into the weekend. I think he'll be coming out because having Semenyo or Nunez, it's not worth holding another City asset that might not play. So I think, depending on what it is, it might be Cherky and Saka out for me this week. Very, very possible.
I might have to stick with Foden here.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But I mean, it's interesting that when he first went down, it were Reinders that were getting ready to come on, weren't it?
Mm.
And then obviously he's had an argument, whatever. Reinders have gone sat back down. So it wasn't Foden wasn't even the first choice to come on and replace Cherky, when that was probably more his natural position, possibly, where he's usually the wide man Foden, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's gone out of favour again. He's
there's
done.
Something there. It stinks. You need to get rid if you can.
Something's happened again. It's got to have. You don't. I mean, I know he played really well. He was banging them goals in, and then he did go off the boil a little bit. I was watching it and wondering how he was starting games because he were playing shit. I kept saying it on here. He looks lost. He's misplacing the ball. He's obviously Pep's stuck with him for a good amount of games, but then just gone, I've had enough by the looks of it. Sorry, you're on bench, and when he's coming on, he's not impacting the game whatsoever. He needs to show a little bit of something again for them. But that said, if Cherky's out injured, Doku's out injured, do you really sell Foden?
It'll be Mamouche then. Mamouche will be playing.
Yeah, it'd be interesting that one, weren't it, coming on against Spurs? He's been tipped to go down there, but anyway, it looks like they might be coming out for me, Arcos. Roberto, your best 2 options for the next few weeks between Foden, Rodgers, Bruno, and Slob. Conch.
Well, I've got Rodgers and Zob because, like we've just gone on about with Foden, something wrong there. He's a sell. He'd be like, if I had him in my team, he'd be first name out of the door if I didn't have any injuries.
Yeah.
And then Bruno F, if you're talking about next few weeks, he's got a blanket next few weeks. So
Yeah.
I won't go there anyway. So that just leaves you with Rodgers and Zob. And we've mentioned Villa, how they've got quite nice fixtures, and Rodgers is the main man up top. We don't know how Tammy's going to settle, so I feel like Rodgers is going to take most of that for him. So I think he'll do well. And Zoboslai is just ticking along lovely. Even at right back of the game, he got like 9 points.
Yeah, he did. He outscored Salah.
Playing at right back with
Salah
no
assist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. If it was just the 1 week, I'd put Bruno Fernandes at the top of it. But if it's over the next few, he's bottom of the list for me because of his blank in 24. He blanks in 24, 27, and 30. So it's going to be in and out with Bruno Fernandes if you're going to go for him.
Yeah, I'm just looking now at some of the deals that I've gone through. Looking to see whether Liverpool have signed a right back. Strang Larsen's gone to Crystal Palace, so they've still done that deal even though Mateta fell through.
Yeah.
James McConnell, Ajax to Liverpool. It's a loan recall. Is he a right back, McConnell? Do we know? Any Liverpool fans in there know about James McConnell and whether that he's been recalled to cover that? Yeah, not much going on to be fair. There just really hasn't. Literally, yeah. Matt O'Reilly's been recalled by Brighton. Strang Larsen to Palace. Luca Netz from whoever he is from Mönchengladbach to Forest. There you are. Big deals. Sky Sports would try to rinse that as well, wouldn't they? They'd be like, I mean, I don't know how they've made that exciting, but probably done their best. For me, obviously, Rodgers, he was unlucky not to get a goal or an assist in last game. He does look sharp now, Rodgers. It'd be interesting how, with the way Villa playing, how he pairs up with Abraham. So I don't mind Rodgers or Abraham. Yeah, Bruno's obviously struggling with the blanks. Foden completely out of form. You don't know if he's going to play. It's got to be Slob or Rodgers out of them 4. Like I say, Slob's pretty safe, isn't he? Legend, Ian does gigs. Are temporary 1 week transfer in punts really worth it? I know people would consider a punt for double game week 23 like a United attacker, but considering the injuries last week, Porro, Frimpong, and potentials this week, Saka and Shirky, are you not just asking for trouble? You may be stuck with these 1 week punts longer than intended, which could damage your team in the long run. It's always a risk, isn't it?
Yeah. I think if you can get by with like just doing the one transfer this week, say for example, Cherky and Saka are fit, you can get by with just doing the one or no transfers this week. You probably have a full team of double game week players. Then you could punt on. Sorry, I'm getting confused there. I was looking at the fixture ticker. If you can get Bruno Fernandes in, I think you can do it if you've got extra transfers. But if you've only got 2 transfers, it's a bit dodgy.
Yeah.
If you're going to go for it, I think you've got to captain him to try and get the benefit of it. But I wouldn't do it. I'd go for someone else. There's plenty of points on players that have got more games in 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it really if you're doing well, but like if you're a bit behind the pack and you want to try catch up, they're all differentials because no one's going there, or like not many are going there. So if you land on the right one, you can make that ground. But I just think it's too risky if you're already high up, like Ben. So you can just go for someone who's doubling, and then they've got nice fixtures and they're safer pick.
Yeah. As I always say, you'll never win this game just going for safe picks. But there's times, moments, and you really do need that lady luck on your side where when you do go for it and you do go a little bit different and you do an outlier pick, you need it to pay off. So if somebody, it looks like a prime time to bring a United asset in, but then they're on they're on the blank the week after. So you are risking it. You're risking your team staying fit and healthy, and you can just take them back out next week. But if you never take the risk, if Bruno goes off this week, and you're thinking, well, you would regret it. You'd be thinking, well, he were nailed on. They're banging for him. He's shitting points again. He's got a double against two. I'd say struggling sides. Like they're both struggling, whereas United seem on the up. So yeah, you've got to take punts now and again. They've just got to be well-educated ones and hope for that little bit of luck. Dave, happy with my team, but I'm thinking of swapping Vicario for Pope for maximum fixtures. What's your thoughts? I know Tony would roll both transfers and keep Vicario. Ben, what would you do, mate?
I've been eyeing up this little move myself, but it's not a priority this week. 24, you could do it with Vicario blanking because he's got Arsenal the week after as well. Then you can get Pope for a 4-for-1 over Vicario. But Ramsey might play. Ramsdale might play the FA Cup game, but it's still a 3-for-1 over Vicario.
Yeah,
with the 2 Carabao games.
Conch.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind it because he's got the fixtures. I mean, I'm not Pope's biggest fan. I'm not saying he's a great keeper. I'd argue Nico Williams is better than it. But I mean, you get the fixtures like Ben said, 3-for-1, possible 4-for-1. But I do think Ramsdale will play FA Cup. So I don't mind it. I'd go for it. If you've got nothing else to do, and you don't think Roland's going to benefit you, just go for it.
Yeah, like I say, Ramsdale's playing that cup game, surely. He's got the cup game, you've got the City game, unlikely clean sheet. You're pretty much banking on the Carabao games, and maybe keeping a couple of clean sheets there. I'd roll it, me. No, I get it. Look, you know, you get 3 games, even if he only gets 2 points per game. It's 6 points compared to Vicario 2. So you're always up on the deal, aren't you? And if you've nothing else to do, I mean, I don't really mind it, but surely you've got something else to be moving around or another plan. Maybe save the transfer, bring in Bruno, and then use that transfer to get him back out.
I'm seeing some people in Discord with like 5 transfers. If you're one of those people and you've got 5 transfers, do it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when you've got 2 transfers and you've got a couple of injuries or 1 injury, Dave, but I reckon he's got a sack full of transfers, hasn't he? If Dave, are you on chat, mate? Just drop it in how many transfers you've got. Because I think Dave is in the chat. Right. Lee Doc. Front 7 if on max cap next week, assuming Saka is injured. Go on, Conch, get your paper out, mate.
All right. Well, I've gone for the route of spreading the team, seeing as it's max cap. because hopefully you can nail at least one team doing really well and then that player does something. So I've gone for Bruno F. I think he's standard if it's like just a 1 week max cap. Rogers, Semenyo, Ekatike, Haaland, and Pedro. So that's 4 teams covered, I do believe. Yeah, 4 teams covered.
Yeah.
And then I've scrapped your front 7 and I've gone for Munoz because he's like a winger. So we're gonna do the same thing as I said on the last podcast where similar question. We're gonna squint our eyes and pretend Munoz is up top.
I mean,
And
pretty much is,
he could bang it next week.
He could. Couldn't
you have him? Couldn't you have him as well as your front 7 though?
Oh, you could, and in that case, I'd just slap Enzo in. Nice, safe, steady ticker.
Yeah. I think if you go
no Arsenal asset.
Nah. Nah, their best assets are in defence, so we'll just assume they've got Gabriel and Timber.
Yeah. If you goal boosting, you've got to have Gabriel, and I'd look at getting Munoz in if I was goal boosting.
Yeah.
So if Saka and Cherky are out, and I was goal boosting, I'd have Rogers, Bruno Fernandes, Enzo, Semenyo, either Bruno G or Palmer, and I'd have Haaland and João Pedro up front. No Liverpool.
No Liverpool.
They're scoring plenty of goals with them at the minute, but then again, it's like quite spread, isn't it? You could get Salah hauling, Ekatike, Verts, Gakpo could haul, Zobazlai.
I don't like the fixtures for 23. Man City at home, Sunderland away.
Yeah, they're not the best, are they?
Undefeated at home.
They're a bit of a machine, Sunderland, really, aren't they? They're so energetic. In fact,
they're 2-0 up, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-0. Yeah, good side, Sunderland. So it's not the easiest to fixture. Yeah, hope that answers your question, Lee Doc. I don't have any wrote down, but I mean, like say the likes of Rogers. Do you know? I'd go Tammy Abraham. I would. I'm really tempted to throw him in myself for that double, and yeah, Tammy Abraham, get him in there. DT Phillip, what Arsenal attacking options would you transfer in for Saka? I've been trolled by Jesus already, so he's not coming back in. I don't like Gyökeres. I just don't. I don't think he fits at Arsenal. Trossard, but he's got to share his minutes with Martinelli. And you got Madueke. And if Saka's out, you know Saka's coming back within a week or so. Madueke's, I just wouldn't touch him. You can't touch him like with any safety. I'd call an attacking option for Arsenal, probably Declan Rice. Takes all the corners.
Do you not fancy your own goal?
I mean, yeah, Oggy, he's doing all right, isn't
he? Yeah.
But yeah, look, if we're going to choose someone, if I'm going to go from Saka, it would be, if it was to an Arsenal asset, it would be Rice. Nobody else.
Yeah, I've written down Rice and only Rice.
Agree with that.
Yeah. Would you do a straight swap to Semenyo for Cherky with him being injured?
Yeah. Another no-brainer.
Yeah. Is there anyone from Forest you were bringing this week with the fixtures?
Could punt on Jesus.
Nico Williams?
No. Well, you're getting down now. You're buying him on a 0.3 drop. And
So
he
he's
might be staying further back now. He might be staying at goal.
so he only got a 1 game ban, did he?
Yeah, I think it's 1 game because it's non-violent.
So he's still available for Game Week 23. He's going to play Wolves at home.
Yeah.
And then he goes into the European and 25 double as well. So if you can suck up the drop, he'd be still a good hold.
He's a perfectly fine hold if you're prepared to hold through drop and take a single. But if my team's not got 2 injuries, I'm just going to move him to the other option I liked last week, which was Matty Cash.
Yeah.
And then I'll save a bit of budget as well. And I like Matty Cash just as much as Nico. I just end up failing up 50-50.
Yeah, I get what you've done though, because obviously Forest have that nice set of fixtures, and Nico's been real.
Yeah, lovely fixtures, and we've even got like 1 game more than Villa, but it's not that case anymore because Nico's just lost his game.
Yeah, yeah. I think Elliot Anderson.
Hard to fit him in, isn't it? When you've got 5 midfield slots,
I
you've got all
guarantee
these good players.
Scott will fit him in. Scott will take out Semenyo for Elliot Anderson. Steady 5 points. Thinking of using Goal Booster is DT Phillip in 26. Is there any moves you would make now with 26 in mind? I don't think would you?
No, I think if your team in 24, your team in 24 is pretty much like just as good in 26 to me. You just need to make sure you've got plenty of Liverpool and City. I don't think it's worth. I don't think it's worth thinking about the goal boost too much. I feel like people stress about it too much.
Yeah, the only player I think that you consider this outside the box is Munoz, but yeah, you pretty much be able to get there with a decent team. The players that are doing well now are going to be the players you want in 26.
Yeah.
Yeah, agree. Right, Roberto is asking us to bring back the differential picks of the week. So we did used to do write-ups, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we are gonna bring it back, Roberto, at your request, mate. We're gonna do it on the pod each week. So I'm going first because I'm host, and I've mentioned him a few times already. So under 10% owned, I'm going Tammy Abraham for this week, game week 23.
I haven't got one prepared. I'm going to say Munoz. I hope he's under 10%. If not, you're going to have to let me off this week.
He's got to be under 10%, surely.
Yeah, got to be.
After obviously being injured.
Yeah, he is. He's not even on the list. I'm going to go Florian Wirtz 7.5%.
Yeah, I like that shout. He's playing really well.
Yep, 6 goals in 10 games, I think it is.
City aren't the strongest at the back. I know Ruben Diaz is meant to be back. Be interested to see how him and Gay play together. Gay's a class act. He's so good, Gay. Yeah, I like the Wirtz shout. Showing his talent now. Conch, one for you. Who would you say is the main striker at Newcastle? And who will get the most minutes moving forward, Visser or Volt?
It's an easy one, this. I've got no idea. I don't think Eddie Howe knows. Because last game it was Gordon. And Gordon scored. So he might just do the same thing again. No idea. I won't touch any of them.
Do you know who should play through the middle? Harvey Barnes.
I would say
that.
Yeah. And he's not that good at like taking on your man. He plays like a wide striker with his finishing and that.
I always thought we would have been the replacement for Vardy eventually at Leicester before we fell through the floor.
He's mint at finishing, other than that chance where if he scored it with a finishing top 8. But yeah, Whistle and Wall, I won't go anywhere near them. I'd rather go Igor Jesus. because at least you know he's going to play.
That's true. One second, lads.
If I were going to go for a Newcastle option, it'll be one at midfielders, Bruno or Gordon.
Do you think he'll be back for the midweek game, Guimaraes?
I'd like him to, but I don't think he will. I think he might be back for weekend.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll rush him back, especially when we're already 2-0 down. Like, it's going to take a miracle for us to even get back into that game.
Well, Tottenham done it, didn't they? They got 2 goals back.
Yeah, but that took a Solanke scorpion kick.
They're not that good at the back, Man City.
I know, they're really good at holding the ball and going forward. They'll just ping us into our own half for most of the game.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lottery now with Newcastle forwards, isn't it? Brothers, I think obviously Ben, you've obviously mentioned Igor Jesus as a nice differential. Yeah, so you've been listening, brothers. He's already been talked up, so yeah, we agree. He's nice fixtures and obviously the extra fixtures. So here's an option, a decent option as well. He's a good player. Nuke Doggy, Ebening, who are your top picks? Forward, mid, defence from Newcastle. Conch, you can answer this first. Newcastle, Forest, and Palace, and will you be targeting the European playoffs, please? And if so, how many of them is enough?
Well, I've put my favourite options from Newcastle. The only ones I'd bother are Pope, Hall, Bruno, and Gordon. Similar to what I just said with the Whistle and Walt thing. I won't touch rest. Forest, I've got Nico, although I'm going to subtract that now. Don't touch Nico. He's a troll. And we'll go Anderson and Jesus. And then Palace, I'd only touch one, and that's Munoz. And I feel like you'd be fine in, is it 24, where Newcastle are the only team to double? I think you'd be fine with just 2 or 3 options from them teams. I won't overload your team with them, but you still want a healthy amount because you know everyone else is also going to go there, and that's just where the fixtures are.
Yeah.
What about Ismail Sarr? He's playing up front. Played up front the last match.
He's on bench now, isn't he?
Yeah. Obviously, they've signed Larson as well, though, haven't they? Strand Larson, but he's done pretty well before he went away on AFCON.
He seemed to get injured every time I bought him.
I had him in. He done all right for me at the start of the season, but yeah, I do like Sarr. What about Chow? Would he be a decent double up with Hull?
I think if you're going to go for another defender outside of Pope, I'd go Chow. But he's very, very clean or bust.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't get a clean, you're hoping for a lucky header or something. He don't really get loads of bonus, and I don't think he gets loads of tackles. I'd rather just stick with your fullbacks. Like, Matty Cash could easily outscore him in one game over 2 if you don't get a clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mind a punt on Strand Larson because I think he'll take penalties. You're coming in at 48 million. You know, there's you got Sarr one side, Brennan Johnson other. He's going to get fed. He's a decent finisher. Now, it'd be interesting to see him in a team that's better. That's got Munoz supplying the ammunition, Adam Wharton, Pino. Do you know what I mean? They've still got some quality players there. It's just I want to see what the dynamics like at Palace. Obviously, drawing 1-1 with Forest last game, but I like Sarr, Strand Larson maybe, Munoz obviously. Forest is, your usuals really. I mean, if Nico Williams, he's very close to being on my radar to come in my team. Obviously, the red card throws that out a little bit, but yeah, Elliot Anderson, if you wanted to squeeze him into your midfield, Igor Jesus is a decent option. Newcastle, Pope, Hall, Bruno. That's about it from that one, Nuke Doggy. Jarvo, time to move on, Saka, or keep him.
I'll just wait till after midweek and then we'll know. Or we won't know, and then we'll decide then.
Wait to see what Arteta says. He always says we will see, but
yeah, you always bloody see.
He said it wasn't too bad, I think, in an interview or so, but that probably means that it's really bad. So, I think he might be a transfer out, but we'll see, won't we? If he's on bench, I don't think I'd get rid.
Yeah.
Agree.
There's going to be other message to put out.
Yeah. Joe Cook says, do the opposite of what Arteta says.
Agree.
Yeah, it's probably right. Probably right, that Joe. Right, the leagues. Oh God, I made him a bit small, and I don't know. Dream Team Tonic Cash League top 3. M Burns in 3rd, D Parker 2nd, H Jones in 1st. I think that's right. I'm going to get him up on you. I'm just going to get him up on the other screen. 1 second. Make sure I get these right. Yeah, bloody hell. Do you know what? For a nearly 40-year-old, my eyes aren't doing too bad. I got them correct. Tonic members only, top 3. In 3rd, Dan Sherwood in 2nd, and D Parker, top of the shop. The Tonic Second Chance League, top 3. A. Gregory, T. Connor, and D. Parker. D. Parker.
Nobbles.
Top again.
Flying.
Loving it. Curl up and jay. That's
you
those.
haven't got, you haven't got the guest league on there. Tonic Guest League.
The Tonic Guest League.
The strongest league in the Tonic universe. Sorry, in the Dream Team universe.
No, it's surprising that I didn't put it on there because I would have actually shown up this week.
Yeah, you were in the top 10.
I'm on route upwards. So, but top 3 is Scott Harris in 3rd, 2nd C Stone, and top of the shop Stark Ball, FPL Stark, J Russell.
World number 1.
Number 1 in the whole game.
World number 1. It's some pressure there, isn't there? Some pressure making them transfers. Right. We've got another league to do, haven't we? We'll score out the door. There were only 18 left in it last week, or this week. Last week. Where are we on? Game week 21. Bottom of the league. Okay, Guinnither. Let's see. Let's get you on. Let's get you on camera. Where are you? Here we go. I'll zoom in so we can read your name properly. Oh, 88 points. 88 points last week. You should be ashamed of yourself. Okay, Guinevere. Sorry, buddy. It's time to go, mate.
See you later. You go in prison. You go in prison, and you're getting named and shamed.
It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace. That's what it is. A disgrace. It's a disgrace. It's embarrassing. That's how I feel, and that's how everybody feels in that room.
Get out! Get out! Get out!
Bye-bye. Right.
That felt a
Well-
bit more harsh than last week, that one.
Do you know, he's probably going to get me in a headlock at the meetup, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going.
Don't worry, buddy. You're not the only one that's been thrown out. At least you weren't thrown out to sheep noises. David. Right, so I think it's 17 remain in the lowest score out the door now. People in danger this week. Oh, S. Williams down there. Big hitter. I've got a couple. Guinevere have been down there again. Plev's not far off. El Jows. Jay McGow. So obviously once it gets to 10, that's it. The evictions stop. And it's a race to the finish. So I think it's for the top 3. But yeah, it's been a great league, that. I think that's a wrap.
You know, you just mentioned the meetup. Have we announced it?
Yeah, we've announced it in Discord. Dream Team Tonic meetup is the June the 13th, which is a Saturday, over in Liverpool. Excuse me. Flight Club, followed by with Jim Daly's comedy show. So yeah, come along. Let's make it the biggest one yet. If you're after any details, just drop us a message on Twitter or drop us an email. Anything, just get in touch and we'll give you full-on details, and I'll add you to a list and make sure that you get the details before the meetup, so you know where to meet us. And yeah, should be a cracking night as always. Is this the third or fourth year in a row?
Third one, isn't it?
Third one in a row. Coventry, then Leeds. Now we're going to Liverpool.
Can I have a spoon breakfast with us all? Eggs Benedict with Conch.
That's it. Eggs Benedict, the famous Eggs Benedict. Yeah, I think that's a wrap, lads. Thanks everyone for joining us. If you're listening a little bit later and it's not Monday night, then you're obviously not subscribed. Details in the description. Come on, support the podcast, support the lads. Get early access, get your questions answered. Same on deadline streams. Your questions are up there. They're the first ones answered, guaranteed to be answered on our deadline streams. So there's perks. You got Ben's fixture ticker, the best in the business. And yeah, you get to speak to us more, which is a good thing, I think, isn't it? Anyway, have a nice evening.
Cheers, everyone.
Yeah, see you later, lads and lasses.
Ta-ra.